Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this Trance Speak session. I am Susanne, and I am a trance medium from Sweden. And last time I did a video that was about the importance of the planetary influence when a child gets born. How important is that, and what does it something like that. Anyway, that triggered a question from Lynn as well that deals with the planets and astrology. So we're gonna ask that question today, and we're gonna see what comes out of that. Lynn asks, what is Jesus' birth date and why was he born on that numerical date, please? Also, what was the date of his passing? Was this significant numerically or planetarily? I hope you understand my English there. It was difficult to say. So I have brought that to my communicators and we will see what they come up with. So, yeah, that's very interesting. So let's see what comes today. It's a beautiful day. I can see the birds outside the window and the sun is shining, and yeah, the birds are building their nests, and it's beautiful. I hope you have the same beauty wherever you are and whatever country you are in. And here in the north of Europe, we are in springtime. And I guess in Australia and on the other side of the world, there is autumn going in. That is beautiful as well. So let's do this. And if you are new to this channel, you should know that you are warmly welcome and you can leave a comment. If you have a question to ask, just post it and I will get back to you and answer the question. And if it is of a nature that my communicators would like to do a trance speak about it, I get back in that way. And if you have more private questions, you can always reach out and ask for a private sitting with me. So, and I'm going to go into trance, and that may take up to 10 minutes before the trance start to speak. And you can follow me in a short meditation, or you can just fast forward if you don't want to see me go into trance until the trance speak is starting. So, yeah, I'm going to have a sip of coffee and then I'm off. Okay. So we have come today to talk about Jesus and his birth. And we have that question from dear Lynn. When Jesus was born, the star constellation was for a king to be born, as they were talking all over the country. For us as his parents, as we knew that he was very special, we knew that he would come and he would make a big change on the world, in the world. And we didn't know what it was. There were others talking about that king to be born, and that was not from our community. We just knew that he was going to come in very high frequency of energy, and we knew that his soul would be very evolved as it incarnated into a physical body. The time count of the day when he was born is difficult to say today, as you are in a different calendar. But if we say that approximately 30 years before you, according to your calendar, and he was born with the stars of the high master stars of the greater influences like Uranus, Neptune, Saturn. They were in constellations where they were providing a lot of energy and master energies into the physical body. So the influences from those master planets were very high on all his physical organs, and that gave him the strength and the personality growth and all of that which his body was needing, and to form his personality to grow into that strong energy. It was important in that way that Jesus brought with him so much knowledge and so much energy, but yet he needed to have the energy with him as he was developing as a human being. And the star constellation was assisting in that by giving him the strength and the influence that he needed in order to grow and expand spiritually. The Saturn is very important for that strength. Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, they are also very important for bringing strength and depth into that growth spiritually. And that is that is assistance to the human being so that all the tools are presented in order for the human being to grow at all the human being needs for the physical and the spiritual growth. We have heard Mother Mary talking about the strength of his energy as she was carrying him, and the energy that was absolutely moving through her and out into the community that Jesus were teaching from the stomach already before he was getting born. And that planetary assistance is very important and very great assistance for him and also for her as a mother of carrying that child who brought that light that was extraordinary. And for us being around Mother Mary and Jesus, it was a privilege to experience that radiation from the stars, from the Mother, Father, God that was present all the time. So yes, it has a great importance that brings the assistance. You have all studied the book of what you call the wisdom that is written by Jesus' followers and disciples. And remember that the book is talking about his spiritual life and what he did on the earth plane. And within that book, you will find those seeds of wisdom that hits a note within inside of you and gives you a springboard into finding out within inside of you what is dormant and a remembrance within inside of you. You can study that book and study what he did on the earth plane and see how you relate to that book when you read about his life and what he did. That is influenced by the stars. That is influenced by Mother, Father, God. And it tells a lot. And when you start reading the book from your heart and from your inner self, you will find that wisdom. And the wisdom is going beyond and beyond. So you uncover a layer for layer for layer. So keep studying that and you will see what it brings to you. There is not one interpretation according to the other that is more accurate than the other, because the Bible is to be read from the inside and then experienced from inside. And of course, you can read words, and that makes a story. But that's only one story on the surface. So when you start studying that, you will see what else it can bring to you. So there was time where all were very excited about what was going on. And when Jesus came, he was a light carrier, and he was a light carrier for the whole world. And he was one of the masters that had walked the earth plane and coming into to the earth as a master already. And what he needed to do was to expand that into the physical. Many of us from the other side were planning and assisting from the higher realms in order to assist the birth of his coming. And we were working and using the planetary lights, of course, to stimulate and to prepare. And that light that was shining when he came into the earth plane, that was so strong and it was so bright that it affected the whole planet. And that was when the planetary constellations come into places and activates that light and that energy. That is what can be accomplished. And that was the assistance of Jesus and his birth and what he was in need of in order to accomplish what he did. And he was not alone doing what he did. The light were affecting so many, and so many were developing as well as he did, but they were not known and they were in the background. So there was so much going on at the same time. And the world, as you know, would never be the same again after that. It was also the starting point for humanity to grow spiritually in a more conscious way, where people became aware of their spiritual self and growth. And of course, the community around Jesus were examples also out in the world as they were carrying the light with them. And that was a springboard for mankind to grow and to expand. And remember that Jesus provided a way of living and a way of expansion on the earth plane, as many others had before and even after. And you should know that the wisdom itself can be found in many today, what you call religions. And it's just a matter of how you read from your inner self and how you experience it. That creates also differentialities between people. And it also creates the growth and stimulation for growth, as the friction between all of them are creating growth and change and believe and studying the books of the wisdoms. We have given you all today some information that we know that it can land within inside of you in a pleasant way, and where you can ponder upon that and feel within inside how to go about and grow from there. And if you start opening that book of wisdom, Jesus' life, you will see, when you read from your heart and from your inner self and meditate upon the words, you will find that wisdom within inside of you, as the book is stimulating seeds within you as well. So we would like to end here today, and we wish you all a pleasant time. We know that you all are bringing information to your own life, and when you are pondering upon those words that you have heard in this video, you will feel within inside the urge and the longing to find out more. And that is how information is growing. And we are happy to place those seeds within all of you. So until next time, we speak with you again, or if you reach out for a private sitting, we be here.